Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back. My name's Christina. I'm with Shhh Art Online, and today I would like to do an image out of this new PDF book I got, Cute Friends 2. I went ahead and downloaded it off of Etsy. It's by Mariola Budek. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And you can get yours too. It's got several beautiful images in it. Let's see. It's got all of those. And I think today I want to go ahead and do this one here. I'm going to work on that one. I did print out the light scale version of it instead of the dark because I want to be able to kind of hide the lines a little bit, and I think I'll be able to better do that with the light image. I did print them on the Strathmore series colored pencil paper, so we get to see how that's going to work out. And I'll probably not do the entire image. I'm probably just going to do a couple parts of it on camera right now. I might do a continuing series on it. It just would take me too long probably to make a video on the entire thing. So I think I'm just going to break it down. I'll start with him right now, at least do his skin, possibly his hair, maybe his outfit. But I don't know how much beyond that I'm going to progress in this video. So we'll find out together. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull out my Ultimate Swatch book here, flip to my Prismacolor page. I absolutely love this book, by the way. I was so happy to get the opportunity to be one of the first to try it out. It is just a phenomenal book, so if you get a chance, make sure you go ahead and check it out. I'll put a description of it. I'll put a link for it in the description box below, but I have all my Prismacolor swatches here. And I have this cool little stand I put it on, and that helps prop it up. I mean, it will prop up on its own, but I like to put it in the stand to prop it up like this too, so I can see what I'm doing and which colors I want to use. So let's get this thing started. Alright, I think I'm going to start with PC 140 Eggshell. Just doing a real light initial layer. Have no vision on what I want him to look like, so just kind of winging it. Alright, so now that I have the base layer on the skin, I'm going to try to add some extra colors. This is kind of a little on the yellowish side, but I think I'm going to go with it for the moment. And I might add some, I'm going to use some beige this time, which is color 997. And I might add some 927 to it as well. We'll see. So 997, and I'm just going to kind of bring it into kind of the darker. Areas like that. Go back in with my PC 140. I think I will add a little bit of this 927 light peach. Give it like just a little bit of pink. Might have to even go darker than this pink wise. I do want him to have like a little bit of a tan because obviously he's outside. Alright, now I'm going to go in with some Clay Rose PC 1017. And I'm just going where the darkest shadows are here. And again, I'm going to go in with my eggshell PC 140. And I might need a little bit of a stronger pink here, so bear with me 1 second while I find one. PC 928 blush pink. Start on his cheeks. And some nectar, which is a PC 1092. Just going to go super, super light. Just try to bring in just a little tiny bit of this pinky color. Alright, and now I think I'm going to like try to go over this a little bit with white. Again, going over the darkest areas, I'm going to try this 1081 chestnut. Go back to the 928 blush pink. I'm going to go over that, his cheek area. A little tiny bit on his nose. A little highlight here. And I forgot the spot on his ear, so I'm going to have to go ahead and do that. Oh, not do that. We'll do the clay rose. I just pressed too hard. And blend it out with white. I'm going to put a little more of this eggshell on his ear here. Followed by the beige 997. All that hairline down. Alright guys, I think that's a good start for his skin area. I'm going to go back in more time with this 1017 clay rose. I think what I'm going to do is just keep going a little bit with this, and then if his skin color doesn't pop enough, I'll add later. I'll go back over and put another few layers on there. Alright, that's step one. Alright, let's work on his hair. I wasn't sure what color I was going to do it, but I think I'm just going to go with brown. Make it nice and basic here. Alright, I'm going to use Espresso 1099, and I'm just going to go where she's got the darker shading here. And I'm doing like long little strokes in the direction that the hair is. Because Prismacolor has kind of, the point is so soft, you get kind of like a fuzzier line than you would say polychromos or something. If you're doing hair, a lot of times like the polychromos or the oil-based, where you get a little bit of a harder lead, is really good for stuff like that, fur, that kind of thing. Oop, just broke my tip. And this is why hair can take a while, because doing like little lines, so you're not really coloring it in. So what I do is at the top, or as I start the stroke, it's kind of a little heavier, and then I kind of lift up, feather it a little bit. And I think I'm going to wait to go around this part with this. I'm going to fill it in just a little bit more with some of the other colors first. And now I think I'm going to do 946 dark brown. And I'm just going to go kind of blend it in with what I've already done. Again, like a feather stroke. That. Zoom this in a little bit more. I've seen hair done a ton of different ways online, and for me this has been the best technique. All right, 941 light umber. Now I'm not going to want to smooth out this hair. I'm going to leave it with the strokes that I have. I'm not going to go back over with a blending pencil or anything like that, because I really want that look of real hair, that texture of real hair. So I don't want to smooth it out. Again, that's my personal preference. Try not to move the paper, although I probably should. I'm gonna have to turn the paper here, guys, sorry. My hand doesn't move that way. Okay, so now I'm going to start in this area. I think I'll start here. Again, this is the 1099 espresso. Kind of go both directions with the feathering. It's okay to go like down and then do your upstrokes. Sorry about how dirty that just sounded. And as you can tell, my pencil isn't sharp enough, so I don't know if you can see that right there. So now I'm going to have to kind of blend that out a little bit because it's too dark. I'm going to turn my pencil to the sharper side here. I'm going to go back in now with my dark brown. Basically, I'm just following the lines that she put on the paper for us as guides. Always a little more shaded in is where you want to do your darker colors. And now I'm going to go in with my lightest, which is the 941 Light Umber. Not all the strokes are the same size either. Some are shorter. And then as you can see, you get like a little bit of a natural highlight there. You know, and I've been known to go into this area too with a lighter color, like I have one out, but I think I'm going to resist doing it this time and fill in that white because I kind of get a little color happy and I'm like, oh, there's white on the paper, maybe I should do something about that. But it just doesn't need it with the hair. Actually looks way more natural if you don't. And I'm sorry, I should have pulled that down, not up. Right, so there is the first layer on the hair. Oh, having fun missing stuff today. And this crown here is a little dark for me, so I'm probably going to just add a couple more layers to this. See how I can blend it out a little bit. Again, I don't want to do a blending pencil. I want to make sure that the hair texture is still there. Just remember, no matter how many layers that you add, to use the technique. Like, just, again, kind of a little more pressure at the front and then like a lift up like a feather. And I don't care that I'm going into this white. I mean, some people do. I don't, because that area is automatically going to be lighter because I only have, you know, a couple pencil marks there. So I don't have like a really thick layer. This area is going to be a problem where I put too much of that espresso. And I think I'm going to go through with some of this dark brown here. Just kind of I'm not going really heavy in this area. I'm just trying to blend out the really dark spots. Probably should have started with my mid-tones on that area and not my dark, but again, I'm just having fun, so we'll see if blend it out a little bit and it won't look so bad. Let me zoom out real quick. That's how we're looking so far. Got his skin tone, his hair. I think his hair looks pretty good. So again, I can add to that at any time. You can add to it any time. Just keep working with it until you like the way it looks. You know, it's your picture, so however you want it to look, it's your picture. And I would just, you know, stress that if you don't like the way it looks, just keep working with it until you do. So step away from it for a little while, come back to it, I'm going to use the dark brown. Just kind of darken that up just a little bit. I would love to know how you guys do hair. Sound off in the comments below. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I'll pick up with another one. I'll post it in the next few days. I think I'm going to continue with this one. But for now, I think I'm going to stop with the skin tones and the hair. And then we'll move on to something else in the next video. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, color happy, and remember, shh, it's our little secret.